And today's Thursday, May 6th. I'm Tarek Gans, and you're watching Coffman Live. Seniors, be sure to complete your senior exit survey. It was emailed to you. If you're invited to the Senior Awards on May 12th, send your RSVP in today. You also need to complete the graduation participation form you received from your school counselor no later than today. This is very important as we are planning the graduation ceremony at the Schottenstein Center. See Mrs. Wilt in the main office for any questions. The esports regular season is over and the playoffs have just begun. Dublin Coffman JV Valorant team has made it to the esports Ohio State Championship. Watch the finals on today at 4 versus Worthington Kilbourne. Watch the stream at twitch.tv/esports_Ohio. Now over to Skylar with our special live guest. We have our new superintendent, Dr. John Marshausen, here today.
Thanks for coming in today. We wanted to spend some time getting to know you. So, how long have you lived in Columbus?
We moved to the Columbus area when I became the superintendent of the Hilliard City Schools 8 years ago.
Awesome. So, what schools were you at before you came here?
Before I was in Hilliard, I was the superintendent of the Loveland City School District down by Cincinnati. And before that, I was the superintendent of the East Knox School District up in Knox County. If anyone's ever been to Apple Valley, been on the lake, played the golf course, Apple Valley was in the school district when I was at East Knox.
So, you came from Hilliard, but which district is better, Hilliard or Dublin?
Well, a couple weeks ago, I probably would have said Hilliard, but of course I'm going to say Dublin now. And the goal is to continue to make Dublin the best school district in the state of Ohio.
Which is your favorite Dublin high school?
Well, of course I like all three high schools, but I'm thrilled to be here at Coffman today. It's going to be a little easier for me because when I was in Hilliard, both of my daughters, who are now at Ohio State, went through Bradley. So there was always that, do you like Bradley better than the other schools? Mm-hmm. So here I get the opportunity to be unbiased and support all three.
Yeah. So what are your goals as superintendent?
First of all, I think we want to build a culture and a community here that has a family atmosphere that allows us to maximize our potential as a district. And as we do that work, we want to set specific achievable goals, build a strategic vision, and get to work.
Awesome. And then most importantly, what is your snow day policy?
Well, I do believe that there's a place for snow days, and one of the things that I do is I'm that guy who gets up at 4 o'clock every morning, and my goal is to be the first superintendent to make the snow day call. So when we have those, we'll get those out on Twitter as soon as we can so that you all can turn off those alarms and get back to sleep.
Great. Okay, now the tough questions. We really want to get to know you. Who is your favorite superhero?
Well, I grew up back in an era where I watched Batman on television, and it was the Batman that they had those graphics that said pow and bam. And as a kid, I would get in trouble trying to find bat poles so that I could slide down the pole. So it was an age before we had all those Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So it was, I wanted to be Batman.
And then what is your go-to Chipotle order?
My go-to Chipotle order is a burrito, light on the rice, because I'm typically eating it as I'm driving from event to event or building to building. And you can't get the salsa in it because if it falls apart on your tie or your shirt, it gets messy. So I've got to be able to get kind of that skinny burrito so I can eat it on the run.
Yeah. And then do you have a favorite spot to just like spend time or hang out?
I love hanging out on our back deck now. We're going to be moving to Dublin, and the house we bought has a screened-in porch. And when I can get out of the suits and the ties and put on a pair of shorts and a hoodie, a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, just put my feet up, chill and relax, that's what I like to be able to do.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Skylar.
Yep. Now over to Chris with sport.
There will be a brief informational meeting for anyone interested in running cross country next year on Tuesday immediately after school. The boys' meeting will be held in the lecture hall and the girls will be held in B151. If you're interested in trying out to be a Coffman cheerleader, visit www.coffmancheer.com for dates, details, and meeting information. On Tuesday night, boys lacrosse ran away with the win 18-3 against the Hilliard Bradley Jaguars on senior night. Thank you, seniors, and good job, boys. Also on Tuesday night, girls lacrosse put the hammer down on Hilliard Bradley 18-4. Way to go, girls. Tonight, tennis travels to Berlin, softball travels to Bradley, boys lacrosse travels to St. Charles, while girls lacrosse host New Albany, baseball hosts Bradley, and boys volleyball hosts Berlin. That's all we have for sports. Now back to the desk.
And that's all we have. Thanks so much for watching.
So much.